Okay. All right, guys. Good morning and welcome to the Sports Buffet on Elegbete TV Radio. My name is Dafe Matthew Sogan. Not too many times do you start a show and you already have people waiting for you, comments waiting for you. Damn, that's so sweet. Oh God, thank you. God will bless you people for being there for me. I mean, what would YouTube Live be without these amazing people who are always there to cheer me up, to push me, to support me, to give me the nudge to do and go forward. I mean, we have 14,443 subscribers today. That's nice. Tomorrow I might wake up, it might be 1 million or 10 million. Okay. That's just the way life is. Okay. I didn't say people should stop viewing as you. All of them just vanished. Come on. Went from the plenty people who did it to what's that? Okay, let's come back. Let me reintroduce myself. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is I go by the name Idafe Matches. I know fit me. All right, so how was it? When I was looking at that Barcelona game yesterday, I was just saying to myself, 4-1 at home. If na Arsenal lose this match like this after winning 3-2 away from home, eh, where that Legbere girl with the support Spurs, she not gonna let person hear what though. That Spurs fans. Gwendolyn Marcos. Yeah, Sabi girl. Sabi girl, we no Sabi. But don't use talk, kill me. Our status would not full. But now Barcelona, the almighty Barcelona, the team that had Messi, the team that once had Romario, Stoichkov, Ronald Koeman, Pep Guardiola, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo, Ronaldo da Lima. Hey, yeah. Chai. Nah, all the people that play for. Hey, if you remember, say this club once had those names that I just mentioned. Eh? Those names, those great names that I just mentioned. Jordi Alba, Dani Alves. All of a sudden, now they now have Yamal, old, tired Lewandowski, old, tired Gundogan, Pedri, Raphinha off and on, Cancelo, where they don't cancel for England, Kubasi, I bet to be that name, Araujo, but that red card was unfair, Sha. Let's be fair. Let's be honest, yeah. Kunde and Testegen, where Barcelona have never really had great goalkeeper. Testegen is one of their greatest goalkeeper in recent times. Okay, so let's not even talk about the goalkeeping position. But when you look at Barcelona, hey, Jesus Christ, oh. When you look at the Barcelona of the days of yore, this team once had Suarez, Messi, and Neymar. You know, I don't know, Shao, but I can't remember the time I saw anybody go to Barcelona home and beat them 4-1. 4-1. To be 4-1 is to be for harmed. And talking about 4-1, Spanish teams, they see their messes. Wallahi. Dortmund there were merciless. They trash. I said that one goal that they scored in the first leg to make it 2-1 is going to be the decider. People thought I was joking. Now 4-2, they say no, Atletico Madrid can defend, they can hold it, they can defend a goal lead for 90 minutes plus extra time plus added time. Well, nothing happened. Well, for me, there's a show in Worry that time that I was growing up. They call it Hauna Siam. This is today on is you people are going to be the Hauna Siam people. You're going to tell me how you saw the games, what your take is, what happened. But then, if you look carefully, Atletico Madrid actually hit the bar, hit the woodwork. There were chances that they could have scored 2 goals in this game and still go through. But then it's not their day. Again, for Barcelona, they defended well. They started defending very well. They had the Iron Dome, the Jewish Iron Dome defending for them. But you see, there is so much you can defend against a demonic attack. That last night, Barcelona, was it called, Paris Saint-Germain were in their demonic elements. It's not, it's not always you see Paris Saint-Germain play that good. But last night I thought, this is my thought, I might be wrong, but I thought that Paris Saint-Germain, played very, very good, especially the 2 wide man. One happens to be a former doctor at Barcelona. And then the other one had a name that looked like Barcelona barcode. Where you have Barcelona and Coca-Cola together. That's what the name sound like, Barcola. Okay, so Barcola was on one side, then Dembele was on the other side, and it was torrential attack. It was tsunami. It was meteorite that was falling on Barcelona. At some point, something have to give, and something gave. Something gave. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Okay, they saw it. Then go feel it. Barcelona feel them. After that red card to Araujo. And they had chances. They could have scored. They could have been 3 goals up before Paris Saint-Germain equalized. But then again, it was torrential attack. We die here today. No giving up, continuous attacking, rampaging, like in bombarding. Like when Israel decided to hit Lebanon. Pam, 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 pam. America was throwing bomb as well to, is it Syria rebel or some people again? So that kind of torrential hitting, like continuously hammering and wiping, not stopping. At some point, Barcelona just couldn't hold it. And they say, Eli, Eli, Lamat Sabatani. Father, unto thy hand I commit my spirit. Because it was too much. Even God abandoned them. They shouted, Eli, Eli, Samantha, Samantha. Oh, God. And God did not answer them because God said, that is not what, that's not the code. The code is not Samantha, Samantha. Nothing happened. It was Barcelona. They cheat until last night at home. The fans of Barcelona just be going on and crying. Just when we're making case for Xavi, I wouldn't even blame Xavi. The team setup was good. The tactical arrangement was good. Just that red card, I think that Romania referee was like, what, Barcelona are now not too much. You people should feel the thing one at the cook for people. Since more gonna feel as small. I mean, as an Arsenal fan, no Arsenal fan will say they have pity on Barcelona. Remember that game where they give Robin Van Persie red card? If you're an Arsenal fan, if you remember that game where they give Van Persie red card at the No Camp, and that turned into 4-1, right? Remember that game? That's one of those games where Arsenal would have beaten Barcelona at home. But hey, they look and say the way this boy is sharp, so the real danger is Robin Van Persie. Let's eliminate him quick. When I was playing Nigerian League, they'll say referee know the move where they lead to go. They quick cut him off. Yeah, so let's get to the show proper. Let's look at some of the stories that are making the headline. I like the way headlines are couched sometimes. Red carded Xavi blames Romania referee for Barcelona's Champions League implosion as he insists it was too much to send off Ronald Araujo before PSG scored 4 to turn tie around. But for me, you guys, let's be very honest here. Do you think that was a red card offense? It says a go ban move, but do you think it was a red card offense? You think it was a foul that was worth giving a red card for? Let's not forget that Portsmouth have gained promotion to the championship as they become champions of the lower division. Yeah, and so then Dortmund did what they know how to do. Dortmund did what they know how to do. They can be torrential. They can be a problem to you. Okay, Ike Gundogan dismantles his Barcelona teammate, telling sent off Ronald Araujo, he killed the game, and bemoaning how nobody came out to defend PSG leveler in a brutally honest interview. Damn, this guy will become public enemy number 1 in that dressing room. I'm telling you, football lawmakers will try a major rule change which goalkeeper will hate as fresh detail emerge of how it will work and how who will be affected. There's a new rule coming. IFAB have decided to change the rule. Let me even read the story for you guys so that you see there's a new rule coming. Why is it that every time they change the rules in the game, it is designed to make goalkeepers look bad? One day, we'll wake up and find out that nobody wants to be a goalkeeper in football anymore because the rules are not rules that are protecting goalkeeper. Every time they change the rules, it's designed to put in more goals in. If goalkeepers are exceptional, they create rules that would make them look horrible. Okay, now we have ball playing goalkeepers now. They're changing the rules. So let's look at it. There is nothing more infuriating than being a goal down in the dying minute of the game and watching as the opposition goalkeeper just won't let the ball go. Fresh details of a trial to clamp down on that pestilent behavior, goalkeepers wasting time, have emerged. Goalkeepers are currently allowed to hold onto the ball for 6 seconds before needing to release it. Otherwise, an indirect free kick should be awarded. That's the rule, but it hardly happens anyway. However, this is hardly enforced, and goalkeepers have got away with hanging on to their precious cargo for upward of 20 seconds to run down the clock. Last month, it emerged that a trial uh, will let them hold the ball for 8 seconds. But if they overrun that, the referee will punish them. The plan is to award a corner kick or throw in to the opposition as opposed to the current sanction of an indirect free kick in the box. Okay, this does look good anyway. For as long as they don't give me red card, I think I go hold on to the ball. Not be corner kick. There's no guarantee that they will take the corner kick and score. We can also take the corner kick and counter attack and go and score. The International Football Association Board (IFAB) revealed that the trial will come into effect at their annual general meeting in Loch Lomond, Scotland, in March. Now, we know that the test will take place outside the top two divisions in any given country and outside A-level international fixtures, as revealed by ESPN Dale Johnson. Okay, this means the highest tier the change will be tested at in England will be League One. However, the IFAB will consider the result in October and November 2025. It could lead to a permanent law change in the 2026-2027 season, even for Premier League clubs, goalkeepers, and players. Okay, referees will count down from 8 seconds when the goalkeeper was clear in control of the ball and raises their hand to indicate the countdown from 5 seconds. Should a custodian misbehave and break the 8 second barrier, he will receive the warning at the first instance. Thereafter, what happens? Onana, this is something you like to do. What's our Arsenal goalkeeper name? Raya. This is something you like to do. It's coming. Beyond that, the referee will brandish a yellow card. The IFA believe that the change can stamp out goalkeepers' time wasting in this altogether. Now, my question to you guys is this rule necessary in football? Somewhere down the road, this rule is coming. Is it really necessary? The goalkeepers, are they really wasting enough time to make it for somebody to lose a game and say we lost because the goalkeeper was wasting time? Is it really true or not? Now, there is a headline here on Daily Mail that I would also like to share the story with you. Why a team who have only qualified from the Champions League group stage once could beat Arsenal to qualify for FIFA's expanded Club World Cup, with Chelsea and Man City also invited, but Barcelona won't be there. Now, this is a story that you people would like to hear. You know that the FIFA World Club Cup have been adjusted, have been changed into a tournament proper. So let's look at it from this angle. I like to share the story. It was written by Dan Kansian for the Daily Mail. It says Arsenal must win the Champions League if they are to secure the last remaining place in next year's expanded Club World Cup, with a European minor in line to take the spot otherwise. After their 2-2 draw at the Emirates last week, Mikel Arteta's men must beat Bayern Munich at the Allianz Arena on Wednesday, which is tonight, Wednesday night, to reach the Champions League semi-finals for the first time in 15 years. But Arsenal have to go all the way and lift European football's biggest trophy for the first time in their history if they are to qualify for the Club World Cup. Okay. The revamped version of the tournament will feature 32 teams. This is now a full World Cup, with 12 representing UEFA and 6 from the CONMEBOL. Its South American counterpart, the AFC, CAF, and CONCACAF, will be represented by 4 clubs each, with the OFC and the host association awarded 1 slot each. Okay, OFC is Oceania Football Confederation, CONCACAF, AFC is Asian Football Confederation, and CAF is the Confederation of African Football. So you know that already. Now the story gets ticking, it gets interesting. and I'll raise a question for it. The winner of each confederation's top club competition between 2021 and 2024. So disconnect Nigeria from this conversation fast, fast. If somebody is thinking, oh, what a Venyimba, oh, Rivers United, be a bit. Have all qualified and 2024 have all qualified for the tournament, with the remaining teams to be determined by a club ranking over the 4-year period. In practical terms, it means 11 of UEFA's 12 slots have already been filled. Chelsea, Real Madrid, Manchester City have qualified by virtue of winning the Champions League over the last 3 seasons. Meanwhile, another 8 clubs, Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, Porto, Benfica, Borussia Dortmund, Juventus, Atletico de Madrid have qualified based on UEFA's 4-year ranking. Pato ranking is working here now. The last remaining spot up for grab is reserved for the winner of the Champions League this season, which is where the process gets complicated. Of the 6 remaining teams left in the competition, Arsenal are the only club that does not meet UEFA 4-year ranking criteria to qualify for the Club World Cup competition. So the Gunners' only chance of taking part in the tournament, therefore, is winning the Champions League for the very first time. Should Arsenal fail to lift the trophy at Wembley next month, the remaining spot would instead go to Red Bull Salzburg. Now, the question is, why Red Bull Salzburg? Why? What the heck is going on? Why are you people doing like this? Well, let's look at it. I will give you the list of the teams that are qualified. The Austrian are 18th in UEFA's 4-year coefficient table, but are the highest ranked club eligible to take part in the tournament. Liverpool, RB Leipzig, Barcelona, Napoli, Sevilla, and AC Milan are all ranked higher than Salzburg, but the Club World Cup has a limit of maximum 2 teams per league in place. Both slots for the Premier League and Bundesliga, Serie A, and La Liga already been filled. The caveat, however, doesn't apply to Champions League winners, meaning the Premier League could have 3 representatives should Arsenal triumph this season. Salzburg have never won a European trophy, only going as far as losing the 1994 UEFA Cup finals to Inter Milan when they were still known as Austria Salzburg. Salzburg had to wait 61 years for their first league title in 1994 before adding 2 more over the next 3 years, but have become Austrian football's dominant force since being taken over by Red Bull in 2006. RB Salzburg, which is Red Bull, from Austria to Red Bull, have won the Austrian Bundesliga in 14 of the last 18 seasons, finishing as runners-up on the other 4 occasions, and are currently bidding to win their 11th consecutive title, like Bayern Munich, like RB Salzburg. Their domestic dominance, however, has not translated into European stage. Damn, Mrs. Gaddafi has done the magic again. Yes, 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 mama. Yes, mama. Thank you very much, mama. Yes, mama. Yes, one for the road. And then today is full breakfast. Today is full. Is that what they call English breakfast? Which day you go give me a robo breakfast? Eh? Hey, baked beans on the matter. Oh, hey, matter. Hey, there's tea, there's baked beans, there's fried plantain, golden brown fried plantain, and then there's scrambled egg. Okay, now you know guys could be a fish. Kitchen. When I not put Scooby fish, Scooby fish supposed to Scooby as a chief elegant that I am. I am that I am. As me am now, I need fish to add to the protein that you're already giving me. Well, let's continue the story. Where did I stop? Where did I stop? Where did I stop? Ivory says blah 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 blah. Their domestic dominance, however, has not translated into European stage after a decade of failing at the final hurdle in the qualifying rounds of the competition of the Champions League. RB Salzburg have made the group stages of the press of the past 4 seasons. However, they have only qualified for the round of 16 once, losing 8-2 on aggregate against Bayern Munich in 2022. Bayern Munich like to discuss it to against people safe. Arsenal, can you just do it tonight and just do them like 5-0? Mojo rest. Mojo rest. What's that? Bayern, oh, Bayern, they are my partners. This season, they came bottom of Group D with 4 points behind Real Sociedad, Inter Milan, and Benfica. Well, they have enjoyed better luck in Europa League, reaching the round of 32 5 times, and the last 6 season they have been going as far as the semi-finals in 2018 when they lost 3-2 to Olympique de Marseille on aggregate. Okay, so you'll hear the story in the words of my 4-year-old son. You have heard it. You have heard it. You have heard it. Okay. So there's anything. You people take over the show. Jesus, take the wheel. Let me take my breakfast before I go cool down. You don't understand. So how you guys doing? What's going on your end? What do you think about all the stories that have been shared? And the 2 games that went down last night, and then the 2 games that are coming that are going down tonight. I don't need to give you head-to-head of this game. We all know that the head-to-head says that Bayern would destroy Arsenal. We also know that the head-to-head said that Barcelona would destroy Paris Saint-Germain. But hey, that head-to-head that worked against Paris Saint-Germain was the head-to-head that had Messi, Neymar, and what? Suarez. This one, Lewandowski have given everything to Bayern Munich before he left them. So there's nothing. Okay. Food dey grand. I know they take food to the do small stock. Work shop. My mother used to say that make I define energy. Energy is the ability to do work. I should not ask me where you they get energy from. I say food. So yeah, why are you shop? My wife wants to force me to be doing sports as the whole game. I said like it. But that's why it's called buffet, sports buffet. Okay. So I asked the question. That red card to Araujo. Let's be very fair. Leave banter apart. Leave your beef, your hate. Why would anybody even hate Barcelona? Barcelona's not fun, Sha. I like it. But let's leave that aside now. Do you think that was a red card? That was justified. And do you think that if it wasn't red carded, would Paris Saint-Germain have won the game? Because they were torrential. The attack was hard. It was top notch. It was crazy. But hey, it's football. These things happen. And I agree. This is how a respected Spanish paper catch the headline. We know that Marca, they are all for Real Madrid. So anything that affects Barcelona, Catalonia people, they sue them for body. So let's go. They say Araujo red card inspires Paris Saint-Germain to stunning comeback over Barcelona. Okay. And this is how they wrote the story. Paris Saint-Germain, you would almost think that Paris Saint-Germain is a Spanish team here. Paris Saint-Germain are through to the Champions League semi-finals after a stunning 4-1 victory over Barcelona on Tuesday. Kylian Mbappe's 2 goals helped the French cause, but it was Ronald Araujo's red card that turned the tide as the Blaugrana saw their dreams vanish after that despite an early lead. A shock 3-2 victory in the first leg gave Barcelona a fantastic platform to build upon in their clash with PSG. Achraf Hakimi's return was welcomed by Luis Enrique in the PSG dugout, whilst he returned Warren Zaire-Emery to the starting 11, despite his criticism of the youngster at the weekend. Xavi couldn't have wished for a better start on Tuesday evening, with his team soaking up some tepid early PSG attack before going one up through Raphinha. Lamine Yamal wriggled through defenders on the right flank before reaching the byline and cutting the ball across the box for the Brazilian. People, this have been right, Sha. Let me look at the name of the person who write this story. Okay, just put Sam there. Shooting by Sam. Sam. Sam not get Papa name. Papa no pay school fees. Papa no contribute to your life. So they don't want the Papa name there. Initially, it looked like an own goal. However, replay showed will show the ball struck an unaware Raphinha standing leg before bouncing into the net. Why use the word unaware there? Again, that's the job of a writer. It gives you a feel. That's what I always tell my people. Like, if you want to write, make it so good that whoever is reading it would have cause to think that it was there when it happened. Yeah.
And if you're reporting too, that's how you report. Okay, it was difficult to see how PSG would get back into the style at that moment, especially with Ronald Araujo defending against Mbappe so well. Yet it was to the Uruguayan who would make a potentially costly error. Araujo was caught napping and allowed a Bradley Bacola to run in behind, and he pulled him to the floor just before the penalty area, receiving a straight red card for the denial of a clear goal scoring opportunity. The pressure began to tell immediately, and the home fans could sense it. The visiting team probed with Bacola, firing a low cross back across the face of the Blaugrana's goal, and it fell to Osman Dembele at the back post. Having been greeted by Rocco's bulls from the entire evening, Dembele took his frustration out on the ball and lashed it into the roof of the net beyond a helpless Marc-Andre ter Stegen, which set the Parisian side on the comeback trail. Ah, man, see description. God, it's so romantic. That description is so orgasmic to the ear. Ah, it make you want to read more. Okay. PSG piled on the pressure thereafter, as expected, with Barcelona down to 10 men and having sacrificed Lamine Yamal as a substitute again. And this is where I come in. I think that the coach shouldn't have removed Lamine Yamal. I would have removed Lewandowski. I would have removed Lewandowski. But people would have my neck for this, but I would have removed Lewandowski instead. Well, this is the coach. What I Sabi? Some small boys I coach that year. Okay. A clever move involving Dembele running from the right, finding Mbappe inside the box, and the French forward waiting for the overlap run of Fabian Ruiz. The Spaniard fired a low drive that went a whisker wide of the far post. But then those were the signs that the wall is beginning to crack. Barcelona made the age-old mistake of dropping back and inviting pressure. They considered a corner and took it as a chance to rest and were caught out by PSG quick thinking. A short corner found Ventinha on the edge of the area unmarked, and he was able to pick his spot like a pocket picker at what's it called? Oshodi bus stop with a dicey cutting. Not ask me whether they write that one though. Cutting drive that went beyond Andre Ter Stegen and into the net, crushing it like Rashidi Yakini, who scored the goal at the 1994 World Cup and hugged the net like a fisherman from Ijo waterside. Drawing PSG level on the time. That's how, to their credit, almost hit back immediately from the kickoff. But kickoff is just a magazine that told beautiful stories and with beautiful colors back in the day. That's all. Okay, the ball was walked into the central position for Ike Gundogan, who fizzled a drive of his own, which just shaved the post and went wide like a bad barber in a good barbing shop. Okay. Chaos would be the apt word to describe the previous exchanges, and it culminated in Xavi being shown a red card for his behavior on the touchline. He screamed at the fourth official and then kicked a UEFA Champions League branded piece of cardboard with far less delicacy than he ever managed in his playing career. Woo! You just know that these people, they've been beefing Xavi since, and they look for a chance to ride. Well, João Cancelo, who cancelled himself out of the treble of Man City last season, have also cancelled himself, felt the chaos and then made a blunder of his own. Osman Dembele appeared to be running out of room with the ball on the edge of the penalty area, and the Portuguese defender just flew in into it without sense. Wasn't thinking, as if cancelled his sense already, and that was a penalty, and the referee pointed his hand like Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who's always pointing his hand, and he pointed his hand to the spot. Guess who came up? Kylian Mbappe. He went through, the French forward to get the ball, and the referee pointed to the penalty spot. Mbappe then converted the penalty kick with power and poise and precision, making it 5-4 to Paris Saint-Germain on aggregate. PSG made the game safe in the closing minute through Mbappe again. The ball broke to him inside the box, and he said, "Oh, Sheo Baba, oh, Sheo Baba." And he put the ball in the net. Yes, that's what he did. You did not watch the game. You watch the game, you will know that Mbappe said that. Well, let me go and take some Mrs. Sedafi's culinary magic this morning. Hey, at the butter. Oyibo. Oyibo life is good, oh. Mm, mm. One for the road. Tiba and Kole. Okay. I see your invite. But no, I'm not coming. I know. All the Leverkusen people, I'm gonna calm down. I disturb me. What's that? Uh-huh. So over to you people. Let me come to your side and say again, was that red card deserved? Not the one to Xavi. Xavi on his well deserved. They spoke about like 10 years ban self. No, 10 years is too much. 10 games. Okay. And Romano say if it was this guy I think like me too. If it was Arsenal that lose the way Barcelona and Atletico Madrid lost last night, the world will hear about their shares in all the bottling companies the world have had. They watch all of you now for side mirror. Drive carefully or not watch the side mirror. Look forward. Yamo Patrick say, honestly, I was so disappointed with Barcelona. Every every football club at some point undergoes this same rejuvenation. But for Barcelona, I think it will take like forever before they get their ass together. Welcome, boss. Thank you very much. I don't think it will take forever. I just think that Barcelona have been blessed to have some good generation of players. Right now, they don't have those players. So it's going to take some time, but not forever. No, it's not going to take forever. It's not Barcelona. They go sort themselves out just now. There are two ways. They either get to sort themselves out or they go buy the solution, like Man City. That's what it is. Okay? You may not agree, but Henry Morris say nothing wrong with the red card, but if you consider the kind of red card other teams have received against Barcelona, e.g., Robert Van Persie at Camp Nou, I said, remove your beef, remove your hunger, remove your hate, judge that game in its individual merit. But as an Arsenal fan, it is hard to remove your beef. As a Chelsea fan, it is hard to remove your beef. As a Man United fan, it is hard to remove your hate and pain. But for today's show, remove it. Ola Matthew say, good morning, my elevator. Thank you very much for owning me. I'm yours. I'm all yours. Baby, I'm yours if you need me. That red card was too harsh. Dembele can't play like say he be a robber against Barcelona. That guy, na fraud. Barca supposed to swam. Xavi needs to work on his temperament, the sense of entitlement. I did do Xavi. Tosin Luyumade, thank you very much for the shout out to my son yesterday for his birthday. Yeah, I said Barca got their own share of crazy officiating last night. I just laughed them. I know that all of you have this thing in mind against Barcelona, but try to remove it and just judge that yesterday game, please. Iwe Gulam Chugs, where have you been? I said good morning, Elebete. If it wasn't a red card, I believe VAR would have overturned it. No. If all those people, they don't call them for phone. Forget to. They don't go overturn anything, no. Olafat says, good morning, boss. Good morning to you. I think Araujo was the last man, and if Bacola had gone over him, it could have been a goal. Who's sure of that? We are playing through it now. That was a goal-scoring opportunity. And then he went on to say, Dortmund should have gotten the best out of Atletico in the first leg, but the woodwork was their friend that day. I agree with you. Fatutu Abiodun, it says Arsenal, they go house today as a club. Fans, players, and coach are too emotionally feeble to mentally hold on under pressure in EPL. Liverpool have a better chance of still winning if Man City fumbles. Okay? I respect your opinion. I'm not going to argue against it. I don't want to Ayodeji. But I just need to remind you, as feeble as this Arsenal, they started the league with the Man United and them Chelsea and every other person. They are still there, up there. And Una going to say they not get mentality. All the other people where they behind them, so what did they get? Just ask them. Arowolo, Ayodeji say last man, red card all day. Xavi should keep his temper in check. Brilliant officiating for me. Overall, the red changed the course of the game. Dembele, man of the match for me. I agree with you. Mbappe, ghosted. Now opportunities now. You know, say that kind of opportunities. They were like people. No. The funny thing is, based on the strength of that performance, everybody's not saying Paris Saint-Germain will win this Champions League. Okay, their next opponent is Dortmund. Looks like they will beat Dortmund, right? I'm not saying Dortmund is a walkover, but let's even go with the talk. Like Enrique is working something there that they will beat Dortmund. Let's even play with that for a bit. Dortmund can beat them all, but let's play with the fact that they can beat Dortmund. Are we really saying, that Paris Saint-Germain, this Paris Saint-Germain that we have seen, can beat Man City, Real Madrid, or Bayern? Let's forget about Arsenal. The Arsenal would even, I'm not saying they will get out, but let's just even forget about Arsenal. That Paris Saint-Germain will beat either any of these three teams in the finals. Okay, that is if they pass Dortmund. But the arrogance of saying it is just something that is getting to me. Demola Abiodun Ibrahim say, make them rig this Champions League for Arsenal, I beg. Make them to qualify. Oluwaseyi Adebowale said, UEFA alone are crying about referees. Ha 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 ha. I don't know what Xavi was crying about, though. The referee got all the big decisions right. I like that. But there is something on the inside of you guys, Sha, that is just making you happy that Barcelona are suffering from bad officiating, Sha. Demola Abiodun Brian said Barcelona should have respect themselves and play low block after the red card, but pride, greedy. Pride goes before the fall. Raji Mojud, where they write in Greek and expect me to read in English. You don't come, you better write that well because yesterday. Raji Mojud say the red to Barca changed the dynamics of the game. It was a deserved red card, and the referee had a good game. Barcelona was just poor in last night. They could not even hold possession for two straight pass. Really? Okay. Olaf, at least you're right well. Olafat, with what happened yesterday, I believe Arsenal will qualify tonight, but I want City to win so we can banter the Spanish counterparts. Now only they pass banter. They use banter to do now. They swear with your umbilical cord with banter. Everything banter or bantala. Well done, or bantala people. Now well done. Everything a banter. You can banter people. Banter people. Come on, man. Raymond Crystal Palace. He said, Edafe, to be very fair, that red card was too harsh. Really? I don't know. Habibi Ayodeji. Coach Edafe, can you walk us through your tactical acumen in setting up a team with a red card? What will be the shape defensively and offensively? Looking forward to you unpack this analysis. In all my years of coaching, I don't remember now. I never had a team that was red carded. Though. I've never had a player that was red carded. Well, the way my team set up, it is actually really rare to have my players get red carded. No, I've never had it. But let's take yesterday's game. If I was Xavi, the way I would set up, I don't think that setting a low block, the team that Barcelona have is not set up for a low block play. Because again, Paris Saint-Germain were running faster than them. Now, you have Raphinha who could hold on to the ball. Yamal who could also hold on to the ball. And then who could run. Lewandowski was waiting in the middle like Erling Haaland. Yes, it drew attention to himself. I would remove him, put in a defender, keep my back four in shape, keep my midfield going, and then just get them to running into the middle instead. And, that for me would keep Paris Saint-Germain behind. But removing Yamal means you give them an advantage of one man to come forward and add to whatever Mbappe was doing. Remember, it was the Araujo that was keeping Mbappe quiet. Now, Mbappe is free. It's set free, and then he also has support, which makes his job very, very easy. So for me, I would have left Yamal if I was the one with a man down in that game, in that same situation. One man that is going out of that game was obviously, if you look at that setup, there's nobody in that midfield you want to take out for Barcelona. There's no way you would be crazy enough to say, okay, look at my midfield. Gundogan was doing well, Pedro was doing well, De Jong not so good, but you could still leave them there. But I'll remove Lewandowski and then I'll shaft Raphinha closer and then Yamal closer. Not like 5 meters apart, but it could be 10 meters apart. And then watch them do what they know how to do. But unfortunately, once you remove Yamal, what you have done is give Mendes, Ruiz, Bacola an opportunity to operate in a triangle on Koundé. And obviously, there was nothing he could do. And Gundogan, as good as he is, it's not a marker. It's not a solid marker. Frankly, the Young also, didn't do the job of a marker properly. So that was, again, even when he gets the ball, Lewandowski does not run. So he's standing, he's static. There is nobody on this Yamal side of the field to dash into that space, get the ball, and then commit Mendes or probably Hernandez in that game. So it made it just very easy for Paris Saint-Germain. This is my thought. It's easy to analyze other people's mistake anyway. It's easy. But as a coach, that's what I would have done. When he was doing that substitution of Yamal, I was like, Jesus. Did that. I was like, but I said, no. This is a wrong call that would open the floodgate of goals. So I wasn't surprised when the goals started pouring in. I was like, oh, because what you have done is, it's like when you're using a crane to lift a barge. So you have first sling on the anchor, on the lift like this, and then one of the sling cuts. What you do is to go to the other side of the triangle and cut the other sling to balance those other two. Or you bring the load down and then rejoin the sling. But what he now did was to cut the two sling on the same side. Damn, that was going to be a problem. Because, again, you must always calculate what is the area of the field where Mbappe gets the most joy. Is that area where you have Yamal. And, I would never remove him anyway. But this is me coaching. I'm here in this studio. The guy who gets paid is doing the job there. So no matter what I say here, it doesn't change anything. But that's what I would have done in that situation. But when I coached, I can't remember. That's the way I set up my team that makes it almost impossible for you to give me a red card. Now, the reason is that I train my team aggressively to focus on holding possession and be quick in spaces. I think when I go to watch other coaches in training, they train and they allow their players the freedom to hold on to the ball as long as they like. No, that's not me. Yeah, there are days where you let that happen, but I try to work my players in this one. Most times we don't even play with the legs. So we play with the hand, like throw the ball here, run into space. I mark the feet, painstakingly break my back to mark the feet. If they throw that ball to you, you know they're inside that box where I mark. 40 lap. I don't want to know. I need to see your face. And you could just be the person who just go 40 lap, come back now. And then you make that mistake again, you are going back. You not concern me. So my players understand that first, if you play for me, you understand that the ball is not as important as your movement. Your movement is way more important than the ball. Let me tell you one rule that will never change in football. Look at all the teams that have won any championship. They move more than any other team that did not win it. Every time in football, the team that makes the most movement in a football game wins the game. The team that have a balance in terms of positional discipline, when they are going forward, you see that the gap is not more than 5 meters. That's why Barcelona, Man United, for instance, has just always losing. But yeah, in this last couple of games, they are changing it. There is always a big gap between the defense and the midfield. And then sometimes what you have with Man United is the midfield and the attack are together. And then the defense are so long, sail on like that. We'll see later. No, it doesn't work like that in football. Then sometimes you not see the midfield and the defense are together, and then Rashford is trekking, he's talking to his friends in the fan side. I just say, more the G's, no worry, they get the ball, they'll bring it come. It doesn't work like that. So you must see a team that move as a pack. If you go back into the 80s, 86, 87, 88, look at that AC Milan team that is coached by what's his name? That's Silva's team. Arrigo Sacchi. You look at that Juventus team that's coached by Capello, or the one that is coached by Marcello Lippi, or Alberto Zaccaroni's team. and you see this thing in common, okay? You see how compact movement and ball transition. Again, an opposition, but Raphinha said something about the final that they played against Barcelona in the Champions League. He said it was impossible for them. If they played that game for 1 year, they would not win because they were not seeing the ball. And then apart from Messi, who was not moving, that him and Nemanja Vidic were standing at the halfway line and saying, who are we marking? The guy is not here. He's just on one corner standing. But the other guys were moving. The movement of Pedro, Xavi, Iniesta, David Villa, everybody. It's not something you can understand. Like this minute they are here, the next minute they are there. I used to have this guy called Friday Movie. Dumb son of a bitch. Like dumb idiot off the ball, off the field. But on that feed is the 18. He's a terrorist. Like if he gets on the ball, he's got the most educated left foot that I've seen. But it doesn't have sense. So like sense. He doesn't have. But on the field, he's the smartest nigga. And then on the right, I have the guy called Kevin Dedekumo. But then there's a guy in the middle who had a whole lot of trouble from the Liberian War. According to the story, I wasn't in Liberia, but that's the story we were told. But you know, sometimes stories are exaggerated. That his mom was raped, his father and the mom was killed, his sister were raped, they were killed. He came with his younger brother, blah blah blah. But when that boy gets into the field, he forgets all of that thing. Like he could score a goal. The closest description I can give you of Aaron Umukoro was Eduardo da Silva. You know, Eduardo da Silva, without the ball, is like he's not playing. Give him the ball anywhere around that box. Now you know, meet me at the center. So my team had movement, and you know, back in the day, this system where the fullback are going forward and coming, I'd already introduced it. You have extra, and then I have this guy that went to under 17 with Mikel Obi in my center of defense. I have Joseph America, and I have Elo Michael, Charles Elo Michael. We went to St. Thomas and then went to under 17. One of the things I taught him, because he was a good ball playing defender, I told him, when we're moving forward, join the midfield. Leave the defense. There are not people to take off the ball. Join the midfield. And then I had a goalkeeper that was also a very good ball player. He was very skillful. He was a former midfielder turned goalkeeper. So he was very skillful. He could chest the ball. He could go, you know. So I always told him, come outside the line, join your center back, so that we are, you know, at least we are two here, no matter what happened. I never had the situation where we had to deal with red card, but that's what I would have done if I was in that position. Henry Murray say, no beef, no Scooby fish. Now, red card. He be fool. Raji Masidi say, do you think the away goal being removed from the UCL has enabled the matches to be more open up for attacking football? Yes, that's the reason, and it has worked. Olafati say, I think the officiating in the UCL has been crazy. I don't see how they gave the same penalty and didn't give the Saka on in the first leg. I think that was a bias officiating, but yesterday maybe. Demola Abiodi Bright say that's a red card all day because he was the last man and he stopped a goal scoring opportunity. Olafa say there is a transaction that have taken place under the table. Okay, I don't know about that one. I wasn't there. Mona no go call my name. Don't go and put me in a place I do not belong. Raymond Crystal Palace said the red card for Barcelona altered the course of the game, and significantly, it was not a justified decision by the referee. And then he went on to say, however, Barcelona's performance last night was disappointing as they struggled to maintain possession and execute even simple passes consistently. Jerry Sampson, okay, Tom and Jerry, he said this is best time for PSG to win Champions League with this squad, right? Okay, now. Oluwaseyi Adebowale said 24 yellows and 3 red card as Barcelona manager. Even Mourinho and Simeone no do reach this one, and within a very short time. That's why it's even surprising for me. Oluwaseyi Adebowale said 24 yellows, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I think I read that one. Demola Abiodi Ibrahim says Xavi as a coach is like Gattuso as a player. Raji Moshi, and you know the funny thing, all his career as a player, I don't think he got the red card. I don't know. I can't remember readily right now, but I don't think he got a red card. So why has he become this kind of person? The pressure on him must be very high, because it's the pressure that's causing, as Murphy would say, as a measure of the pressure. Okay. There's a certain level of pressure that the man is going through that is making him behave like that. Raji Majid said Arsenal is going home today. They would complete the annual New Yam Festival of crashing their season towards the tail end of the season. Thank you very much for that. Christopher Martin is saying Mourinho with his kind of defense will pack the bus till the end. Okay. Olamide Adeni. Remember when Chelsea went to Barcelona to play and John Terry was given a red card? Remember that game? The 2012 season where Fernando Torres scored that Barcelona were 2 goals up, if I'm not mistaken, and then Lampard got that ball to Ramirez, and Ramirez chipped it, and then again they were defending a corner, and you've got to be able to make your job. I think that Barcelona's substitution yesterday killed the game. Xavi's substitution killed the game. But you see, on hindsight, everybody's a great analyst. On the spur of the moment, he may have thought, okay, this is a young boy. He doesn't have the experience to do it. Let me leave Lewandowski's experience. Again, those are the places where I always say sometimes experience is overrated. And yesterday night was one of those moments. Olamide Adeni just say, Xavi's era of playing in the Champions League was characterized by referees giving clubs like my club Arsenal questionable red cards in vital games for Barcelona to progress. It cannot comprehend karma. Solomon Adesina say, for the second season in a row, last season it was against Inter Milan. This season, obviously, against PSG. UEFA, Perez, you do this one. Oh, all right. Okay, Perez and UEFA don't involve in that one. Okay, Oluwaseyi Adebowale say maybe Xavi thought Yamal won't have been able to handle the defensive pressure that will come with the red card. But I also thought that substitution killed the bench. Now, if you're coming from that angle, was Lewandowski ever going to handle the defensive duties? Did he even do it in the first place? It was still strolling like they were 12 men up. You understand? So for me, this is a young kid. One is a Barcelona boy, true and true. He's a young kid. He will run. He will not get tired. But Lewandowski will never run. He's not getting into that Thomas Muller position of, you know what, just stroll on the field, the ball will come to you. And at one man down, first of all, the Barcelona system, the Pep Guardiola system, the way they play, their system is predicated on everybody being available because it is also predicated on them appearing like they are 12. That's why they are very, very insistent on ball playing goalkeeper. Like they are 12. So if you mark them one-on-one, there's still one-man advantage. Now, to not lose one man makes it very, very terrible. So now you now need to bank on speed. Tactically, you need to bank on speed. Raphinha is there. You need Yamal. Unfortunately, we are saying this now because it failed. But I mean, we will say it because it failed, and it failed very, very well. But how many times does Barcelona concede 4 goals at home? So that's just the way it is, according to Tupac. Areola Ayodele, you say credit to Chelsea who held back with a man and a goal down for an hour at the Camp Nou to go through to win the Champions League. It's not easy at all. Well, you guys have 8 more minutes to throw in more comments while I shop my English breakfast. Damn, you will get a mushroom inside. This is enough. Such is life. Oh. Life sweet before Amoni will not get to. We still have 8 minutes, right? Let's talk about tonight's game. So, from the comments that I have read, you all in the ratio of 8-2, 80% of you or 90% of you believe that Arsenal is out tonight. But I didn't see any comment about Real Madrid and Man City, or Man City and Real Madrid. So I'm asking you again, reevaluate this game. Having seen what Barcelona suffered at home yesterday, can Arsenal be inspired? Can the red card spoil the game? Would Real Madrid beat Man City? Would Man City beat Real Madrid? What is your say on this one? Let me know, and let me know fast, please. I hear that they were trying to do weather control in Dubai and it caused flood. Hey, I'm not blaming government. Now Nigeria do that one now. Mm. Oh. Mm. Okay. Demola Abiodun Ibrahim said Ateta should just leave Zinchenko and Jesus out of the starting level. I'm having a feeling that Madrid will qualify. That's Madrid getting close to another title with that too. Because this Madrid versus this Arsenal, in case they meet, Madrid will win. This Madrid versus this Bayern, it will reach 5-0. I will go see you. Iyamo Patrick say, no disrespect to Xavi, but I think Xavi is overrated as a Barcelona coach. Yes, a fantastic player, but a coach, I think he should try to learn more from Pep and the likes. I disagree there. First off, every time you say that word, no disrespect, disrespect is coming in avalanche. Even Pep Guardiola would not have been able to do anything with this squad. Pep Guardiola have coached all teams that are settled, that are peaceful, that everything is going well. Xavi came into a team that is facing all the crises. At some point, couldn't even sign the players he wants to sign. All the crises that he could face. In that period, he has won the league title. In that same period, of all these crises that they are in, he's in second on the league table. And yes, he will not win the league title this season. He still made it all the way to the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League. Let's cut some people a break now. Let's cut some people a break. Now, you see me when I'm doing this show here now. AC is blowing and it's comfortable. I can even eat. I'm comfortable. Have you forgotten the days where they do this show and they clean sweat like this? The show they did ugly. Now it's fun. A little discomfort can put a whole system out. And without putting that into consideration, I think you're judging him really, really hard. I think you're judging him really, really hard. Rajim should say both games will have lots of goals. I see City qualifying and Bayern Munich qualifying. Tosi Lema, they say Man City and Real na 50-50. Arsenal Bayern Munich self na 50-50. 50-50. 69 football say City Madrid is still open. Anyone can go through. Tosi Lema, they say Chelsea shocked Bayern in 2012. Same can happen with Arsenal tonight. Demola Abiodun say if Arsenal are going to qualify, I want them to meet Madrid, not City. Oluwaseyi Adebowale say, do you understand how the UEFA coefficient work? How are Italy and Germany above England? Man City and West Ham beat Italian teams in the final last season. My brother, not be last season. There's a whole long coefficient that have been coming, and that's how they put it. Now them get their thing. Not be me one con judge and here. Where's that UEFA website where I was watching UEFA coefficients again? Oh God, I went to the podcast, right? Wait, let me go to the homepage and just show you something. Oh, UEFA, oh, come on, behave well, load. I'm supposed to be going to school today to teach my student too. I just want to check something. Okay, so let's look at it from this angle. Association Club Coefficient 2023-2024. But you have to understand that this thing has been coming for a very long time. Clubs 4 to 7, Germany 3 to 7, England 3 to 8. So you look at the accumulated points that they've gathered, and then you look at the bonus. Even England have gotten a higher bonus. That's what I wanted to point out to you. But before now, their points have been done. So all of that is what you look at. Germany, the people that are supposed to be even complaining in Spain, where they have teams that have been winning UEFA Europa competition since. Now, that is association, national association. Italy won the last Euros. That you should know. Italy won the last Euro so that takes them up. And then in terms of qualifiers and friendly matches, the opposition they play, that's on the national team side. Now let's get to club. Obviously, Man City won the Champions League last season. Man City are top there. Bayern second, Real Madrid third, Paris Saint-Germain, Liverpool, right? That's on the club. Now, association in the last 5 years, this is the part you did not put into consideration before asking that question. In the last 5 years, the team that is on top is England. The country that is on top is England with 103,678 points. Spain comes second. I mean, they obviously deserve it. And then Italy, third, Germany, fourth, France, fifth. So the Italy and Germany you saw is association club coefficient for 2023-2024 season, right? So the points, the match, the opposition, the quality of the opposition you play against, and all of that comes to play. How about you play some walkover team? You can't say you want to get points above other people. So please, my brother, try and understand. That's how it is done. Since 9 say Arsenal can go through, Bayern may want to go all out to win the UCL. That's the only way they can save their season, but I doubt. Henry Moru say, with these new bands of electricity in high cost or PCM, UCM may not show in my area today. I'll be here tomorrow morning to listen to all that will happen tonight. To be fool. Yeah, crazy madman. I don't only hire them to say who would go through tonight. For me, Bayern and City. Madrid aren't reliable away from home, and Arsenal have a demon they can't banish. Allianz Arena, not be Emirates Stadium. Rashid Mojoud said Xabi Alonso also took a Bayern Leverkusen in relegation after 2 seasons for them to be champions of Bundesliga. Okay, thank you very much for that reminder. And it's on that note that we'll draw the curtain on the show this morning, and I'll finish my English breakfast. That's what my wife called it, English breakfast. But a Nigerian woman don't but say English breakfast. So we'll see. There's no hot dog, Shade. For be hot dog there to just or Scooby fish to just bring my roboness into the conversation, the Englishness into the conversation. But hey, it's not there. So let's pretend like it's okay. It's okay. Next time I will ask for it. Say thank you is the best way to ask for more. Well, to you guys out there who's been on the show, who's joined me, who supported me, thank you very much. God bless you. 14,444. I like that number that I'm seeing. I just like the look of the number. Anyhow, thank you very much for always being on the show. Let's do it again tomorrow. If you enjoy it, invite your friend to come to fellowship so that we're all fellowship together. From this number, we'll multiply. Have a wonderful day. Be the very, very best version of who God created you to be. Don't be people who go out there and be causing problem. Instead, be a solution. My name is Edafi Matthias. You're going to love to call me the Lagos Sports. Nothing will excite me more if you are successful. But at the same time, try to give a helping hand to somebody who needs the help. You don't know the feeling it gives when you help to lift somebody up. Not because you want them to come and thank you. Just help somebody find their feet in life. It works magic. It cures cancer. It helps. Okay? Do that for someone and see how it makes you feel. Have a wonderful day and a great week ahead. Bye-bye.